Welcome in, Tiger fans. This is Tiger Den Sports, and I am the best blind guy in sports, Jason Darcy. Today's show, we will be talking about Texas and Oklahoma entering the SEC in 2024. That is big news because that was not expected to happen till 2025 because the negotiations had stalled on Texas and Oklahoma paying out the Big 12. But before we get into that, Um, I have missed a couple weeks from posting shows because I wasn't feeling well. And if this is your first time checking out Tiger Den Sports, I talk all things LSU, SEC, and anything like that. So make sure y'all hit the subscribe button and notification bell so y'all don't miss any further videos I do. A lot of my uh, viewers are unsubscribed, so y'all do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. So with that being said, Texas and Oklahoma is entering the SEC in 2024. Now, there's a debate going around right now about is Texas and Oklahoma going to make the SEC stronger, or is it weakening the SEC, or does it really matter? In my opinion, I'm believing that Texas and Oklahoma will strengthen the SEC even more. I know Texas and Oklahoma has been down the last few years. They haven't really made the college playoffs. They haven't been ranked. I know Lincoln Riley had Oklahoma uh, going good on offense, but not defense. And every time they would go to college playoff or be ranked high, they would get blown out by an SEC school. So with Oklahoma coming in SEC, I don't know if they're going to be able to win a lot of games in the SEC. I'm not too sure about that. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about Oklahoma in the SEC. If they would win 9 games in SEC or not. Give me y'all over and under with that, and also with Texas. Texas has not been very good in a long time. I would say probably since Mac Brown was the coach there. Steve Sarkisian is, I believe, a really good coach. But Texas has a lot of politics there. Well, not politics, but a lot of booster influence there. The coaches really don't get to say what they really want to do or play who they want because the boosters control all that. That's why I believe Texas have been down the last few years. So with the move to the SEC, I believe it will make the SEC stronger because you're adding two great teams, or should be two great teams. And entering the SEC, just with that title, Texas in the SEC, Oklahoma in the SEC, they will get SEC recruits. They missed out on a lot of SEC recruits because they were in the Big 12, and not many SEC recruits want to play in the Big 12. It's just not a great conference. So with Texas and Oklahoma entering the SEC, I believe it will strengthen the SEC and also strengthen Texas and Oklahoma because they will get recruits they haven't got before. Y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all think about this. Um, Texas and Oklahoma also had to pay a combined $100 million to get out of their contract. Now, as you know, Texas has all the money in the world. They can do whatever they want. They probably could pay the whole 100 million by themselves. Oklahoma, on the other hand, did not have the money to um, pay off the conference to get out the contract. So that's why the talks have stalled. Well, yesterday the reports came out that they came up with the money. Now, I don't know if Texas is paying 75% of it and Oklahoma's paying the rest, or if they're paying 50-50. I don't know. But in my opinion, I'm thinking Oklahoma is not paying as much as Texas is because they just don't have the money. But they want to be out the Big 12 by 2024 because the college football playoff expands. And we'll get into a little bit about that too in a little bit. But it expands and they want to be in the SEC by the time the college football expansion happens because they know if they're in the SEC, they got a better chance of making the college playoff if they do what they're supposed to do because the SEC, they always have at least one or two teams in the college playoff. With it expanding to a 12-team playoff, which I don't like, I would rather it switch to an 8-team playoff because a number 12 Kansas State team playing a number, what, 1 or 4, however the playoffs system's going to go, say it's Alabama or Georgia playing Kansas State, that's going to be a bad matchup first round. But with that being said, a college playoff expansion will help the SEC get at least 5 to 6 teams in there. That's my belief. You're going to have Georgia, you're going to have Alabama, you're going to have Tennessee, you're going to have LSU. Florida's getting better. Auburn's getting better. That's 6 teams right there. Then you're adding Oklahoma and Texas. If they do what they're supposed to do, that's 8. Then you got Texas A&M. If they do what they're supposed to do with their recruiting classes, that's 9. There's 9 teams that can be in the top 12 of any college playoff in the future. That's how deep this SEC is going to be. And that's why I say that the SEC will be a lot stronger adding these 2 teams. And I don't think the SEC is done adding teams. I think they're going to add at least 2 more. Don't know who they are. But that's what I believe. They will add a couple more teams sooner or later. And it might come from maybe the Mountain West, or I don't know if the ACC is going to be involved. I'm not sure. But SEC will be stronger. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all think it's going to be a stronger conference or not. I would like to hear from y'all. And also, I'm not sure if they're going to have an East and West uh, side for the SEC conference anymore. I think it's going to be just one division in all, and the top 2 teams will play in the SEC championship. I believe that's how it's going to go. But if they do keep an East and West conference, where does Oklahoma and Texas go? Because Texas and Oklahoma, I would believe, would be in the West. So if that's the case, you would have to take 2 West teams out and move them to the East. Who will that be? I believe Alabama, if that's the case, if Oklahoma and Texas comes to the West with LSU, Texas A&M, Arkansas, and those type of teams, I believe it would be Alabama moving over to the West and one of the Mississippi schools, Ole Miss or Mississippi State, I believe could move over to the West. So if that's the case, that's my prediction on that. Y'all let me know what teams y'all think should move over to the East. Alabama, I think Alabama and Mississippi State or Ole Miss should move over to the East, and Texas and Oklahoma should be in the West. Y'all let me know in the comments what teams y'all think are going to move, if it's going to stay East and West. I want to hear from y'all. But also, with that being said, I wanted to say this too. I don't think people really understand the significance of an SEC expanding with teams. You know, the Big Ten is expanded with UCLA and USC. College football is going to be going to how can I say this? College football is going to go to big time conferences. I think the Big Ten, the SEC, is going to be the 2 major conferences. ACC, if I don't know who they're going to add, if they're going to add anybody, expand, whatever. And then you got the Pac-12. Big Ten, I think, is no more. They don't have the best schools. The teams they added are not good, so the Big Ten are no more. So there are going to be a lot of teams left out of these big conferences and be left out of the college playoffs because of their schedule and because of who they play. That's which people aren't understanding. Big Ten and SEC is going to be the major conferences that's going to make the college playoff every year. You're going to have the Michigan. You're going to have the Ohio State uh, in the Big Ten. You're going to have UCLA and USC in the Big Ten now. That's 4 teams right there that can be in the college playoff because they move in conferences. Then you look at the SEC. You can have LSU, Alabama, Tennessee, Auburn, Georgia. I mean, that's 5 teams right there, plus the 4 from the Big Ten. That's 10 teams. No, 9 teams, whatever that case may be. So then you have 3 more teams that can make the college playoff. Where will they come from? It's a big time thing that's going on with college football in general. So I hope y'all understand that that's what's going to happen sooner or later. And y'all let me know in the comments if y'all like the college football expansion and if y'all would like me to do a video on this or show on this, because I'll talk about it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like the college football expansion to a 12 team. They're going to have too many bad teams in it. I don't like it. So if y'all want me to do a show on it, just let me know. And I have one more thing I want to talk about. LSU named the basketball court after Dale Brown last year. Okay, that was a big deal. You already know the stadium's named after Pete Maravich Assembly Center. So Dale Brown's name is on the court last year. You honored that man. I think he's in his 80s or late 70s, something like that. Big time news. Well, all of a sudden, now they want to switch the name because of a woman on LSU's board with a lot of money. The governor of Louisiana had a private meeting with some board members to change the court name. Now, I think that's wrong. I don't think the governor should be involved with those type of decisions just because one woman has money. She wants Sue Gunter's name on the court. And guess what? It's passed. Sue Gunter and Dale Brown's name will be on the court now as of today. And it's not that I don't like Sue Gunter. I don't really know her. I never really seen her coach. She was before my time. I never paid attention to women's basketball back then. I'm sure she was a great coach. But after 1 year of putting that man's name, Dale Brown, on the court, you go ahead and change it because this one woman is going to take her money from you if you don't. That's what I don't like about it. I don't care if Sue Gunter's name's on the court. It has nothing to do with that, but it has everything to do with money and politics. And that's what I don't like about it. Y'all let me know your opinions in the comment about if y'all agree with the name change, what y'all opinions on it, the politics of it, all that type of stuff. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. I just shared how I feel about it. So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, the show. Subscribe, like, share to all your Facebook groups. And until next time, I'll see you later.